Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of Bitcoin. We'll start with the daily Ichimoku cloud. We can see we had a beautiful rebound here from this cluster of cloud chart support levels here. We can see where these support levels come from back in April, as well as this Fibonacci exponential moving average. Nice little rebound there. Strong rebound. Crossed the standard line, the turning line, then ran into trouble here at the bottom end of the cloud. Then we got a nice breakout across the cloud. So there were a couple of buy signals in around this zone here, as well as the standard line rebound, cloud chart cross, breakout buy, and then we now have a nice strong rally on our hands. There was also a Ichimoku cloud chart buy signal right here. Now we have had a strong rally, rebound rally. Now we're a little bit extended from the top end of the cloud. If we look at where the price action is now and the top end of the cloud, and we're now moving into a resistance zone, these old highs here. So the upside targets for this rally is still 106 and 109, and then it will be interesting to see if this 99.5 zone is going to become a support zone, or are we going to dip back to test the turning line of the cloud and then maybe level out at the standard line of the Ichimoku cloud. So watch out for the top end of the front end of the cloud as potential support 97 and then 94. So that's the downside risk for a consolidation of this move. And then watch out for a support test here at 99.5. Will be interesting to see if we're going to get a support test of turning line of the Ichimoku cloud. So let me just make this a little bigger so you can zoom in there to see where we are. So you can see this top end of the cloud here, that's a resistance zone there. We broke past that resistance zone, so that's now a new support zone, potentially for a snapback to test that 99.5 and 99.2 support zone. So watch out for a consolidation back down to the turning line of the cloud, and then if Bitcoin's a little bit weaker, we could see this top end 97.2 being tested incidentally there. So keep an eye on those levels. Now interestingly, these volatility breakout signals here, these are artificial intelligence signals. So you can see we had two really nice trades here. That's profitable, as well as this one is another third one. So we have three profitable trades using artificial intelligence on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the weekly Ichimoku. On the weekly Ichimoku, we can see this swing trade lasted quite a long time. A lovely rally there. And then it got stopped out with a trailing stop, and then we immediately got another volatility breakout signal there that went up to there. Nice strong rally. Now what's interesting about the most recent move here, you can see how this move from here to there, Bitcoin did pull back just a little bit more than 50%. You can see coincidentally it's right below the bottom end of the front end of the cloud. So this was a nice trade to take here because it was rebounding from a very long-term moving average. It was also slightly below a critical support zone, but above the other support zone there, and it was also completing a 50% retracement. Now we're getting back to these upside resistance targets. Now based on this move, we could see a 50% retracement back to the top end of the front end of the cloud. So keep an eye on this zone here. This level there is the standard line of the cloud, also a critical support zone. So on the weekly Ichimoku cloud, this standard line zone here, let me ignore that, standard line of the cloud, as well as the turning line of the cloud and the top end of the front in the cloud is critical support zones. If support fails here, then we're looking at support here right down at the bottom end of the front in the cloud. But it's a nice strong rally, but do expect some form of a technical retracement of this move. Bitcoin tends to have a 50% retracement in its price action. Let's go back to the daily. So just on the daily, once again, keep an eye out for this cluster of support here at the top end of the old cloud chart, resistance zone, and the turning line of the Ichimoku cloud. If support fails there, then we're going to test this top end of the front end of the cloud, and then also this zone here, the standard line of the Ichimoku cloud. So keep an eye on those downside risk targets. If this resistance holds there, very close to the top end of the resistance, but so far so good. Very strong rally, a nice cloud chart cross there. Let's take a look at the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud there. If we look at the 4-hour Ichimoku, we can see beautiful volatility breakout signals here and cloud chart rebound buy signals there. Another one volatility and another cloud chart rebound buy signal there. Fantastic rally, plenty of buy signals here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7 there. Top in the cloud chart rebound. Now watch out for the bottom end of the cloud here. That's a potential support zone. If the support fails at the top end of the cloud here, we can come back and test that and then rebound from there. But as long as Bitcoin stays above this bottom end of the cloud, the rally should be okay. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.